If Anna can finish a job in 6 days, and Ben can finish the same job in 3 days, how long will it take the two of them to finish the job if they work together? This type of work-related word problems involves the computation of work rates. Rate of work is simply the amount of work done over a given unit of time. If you have difficulties in understanding work rates, it is helpful to use analogies to compare it to something we are familiar with. One way of solving a work problem is by visualizing it as parts of a whole. You learned early in school that the equivalent fraction of the shaded part of the circle here is equal to 1/2 or 1/2. And this is equal to 3/4 or 3/4. So how does fractional representation relate to solving work problems? Imagine that two persons, let's just name them as person A and person B, ordered a whole pizza. And just for fun, they wanted to know how long both of them will be able to eat the whole pizza. Person A said that she can consume a whole pizza in 12 hours. This might be unrealistically too long, but we are dealing with math problems here, so things get a little bit exaggerated most of the time. Not to be outdone, person B boasted he can consume a whole pizza in just 6 hours. So, how do they determine how long both of them can finish eating the whole pizza together? Assuming, of course, that the speed that each person eats remains constant the whole time, and no breaks will be taken by both persons. Person A says she can finish a whole pizza of the same size in 12 hours, so in 1 hour, she has consumed 1/12 of the whole pizza. Person B, on the other hand, can consume the whole pizza of the same size also, in just 6 hours, so in 1 hour, he has already eaten 1/6 of the whole pizza. To find out how much they have consumed together in an hour, we just add what part they've already consumed in an hour. To be able to add 1/12 to 1/6, we must first find their least common denominator, or LCD. So, the least common multiple of 12 and 6 is 12, and we will use this as the denominator of the fraction. If you want to learn more about adding, subtracting, multiplying or dividing fractions, I've created a separate video on this and you can find the link on the video description below. So, per hour, they have eaten a total of 3/12. This is also the same as saying that, of the 12 pizza slices, 3 have already been eaten by the two persons after an hour. But the problem didn't ask how much they can eat per hour, it asked how long they'll take to finish eating the whole pizza together. To find this, we just flip the answer, or just interchange the position of the numerator and the denominator, to find the time it takes for both persons to consume the whole pizza together. So, the answer is 12/3, or 4 hours. This is the total time it takes for person A and person B to finish eating the whole pizza working, or should I say, eating together. Going back to the original problem, we are asked to find the time it takes for two persons, Anna and Ben, working together to finish a job. Although it was not specified what kind of job they are required to finish, it would be helpful in visualizing the problem if we assume that they are, for example, tasked to paint a wall. Anna can paint the wall in 6 days, and Ben can finish painting the same wall in 3 days. Referring to the previous example, if we can find the combined work rate of Anna and Ben, then we can solve for the time it takes for them to finish the job together. The combined work rate is the same as the amount of job done over the time it takes to finish the job. The equation of work rates can be represented as shown. If you are familiar with algebra, you can easily solve for x in this algebraic equation. However, if you have difficulties in solving algebraic equations, especially involving fractions, there is another method that we can use to solve the problem. Since the number of days Anna and Ben can finish a job separately are given, 6 and 3 days respectively, the first step is to find the least common multiple of 6 and 3, and that is 6. If you want to learn more about finding the least common multiple of two or more numbers, I've created a separate video on this, and you can find the link in the video description below. Now, we use 6 days as a reference point. Working alone, Anna can finish one job in 6 days. As for Ben, working alone, he can finish 2 jobs in 6 days. Working together, they can finish 3 jobs in 6 days. But, we are only asked to find how long they can finish one job working together. So, we only divide 6 days by 3 to get how long they can finish one job together. We now have the answer. It will take 2 days for Anna and Ben working together to finish a job. Let's look at another work problem, but before we continue, don't forget to click the subscribe button below and hit that notification bell so that you get notified whenever a new Math Rescue video comes out. Glenn and Martin, working together, can finish digging a trench in 3 days. Martin, working alone, can dig the same trench in 12 days. How long will it take Glenn to do the same job working alone? This time, we are given the total time for 2 people working together to finish a certain job, that is digging a trench. Given the time it takes for one person to finish a job, we are asked to find the time it takes for the other person to accomplish a task, working alone. First, we write the part of the job finished in an hour, also known as the completion rate. For both Glenn and Martin working together, it is 1/3. For Martin working alone, it is 1/12. Now for Glenn working alone, it is 1/x. Since we are asked to find how it would take Glenn to finish the job working alone, then, we'll add their individual completion rates and set this equal to the together completion rate. Now, we must remove the denominators so that we can easily compute for the value of x. To eliminate the denominators, we simply multiply both sides of the equation by the common denominator of 3 times 12 times x. Then, we place all the terms with x on one side and all the numerical constants on the other side of the equal sign. Just a simple reminder before anything else. Always remember that when you transfer any term, may it be a variable or a numerical constant, across an equal sign, do not forget to change the sign of the term. That is from positive to negative, or from negative to positive. Now we simplify the equation. 12x minus 3x equals 9x. 3 times 12 equals 36. Then, we divide both sides of the equation by 9 to eliminate the constant of the variable x. So we get, x is equal to 36/9, or 36 divided by 9 is equal to 4. Therefore, the answer is, it will take Glenn 4 days to finish digging a trench if he worked alone. As a learning check, try solving this problem by yourself. The final answer is already given, and I will show the solution later. You can pause the video, then play it again after you have solved the problem. See if your method of solving the problem is the same as mine. Or, you might have used your own technique but still arrived at the same answer. Before we end, please don't forget to subscribe so that we can make more videos of this kind, and tell us what you think in the comments below. That's it for this video. Be sure to watch our other videos on this channel to be able to survive math problems.